Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on the Solana. Wanted to do an update because unfortunately it looks like we're getting a bearish breakdown here, and we talked about that yesterday. Excuse me, I almost have to sneeze, so bear with me. But it looks like we're getting a bearish breakout here. I mean, this is the daily time frame, on the 4-hour time frame. Unfortunately, we have already broken down below our main support level at 165, or at least that was the main support level we talked about in all the updates I did on Solana last week. And unfortunately, it's not looking great. However, it's also not the end of the world for Solana yet. And I'll tell you why. All right, because in general, what I've been warning you for in the last week, because, well, yeah, Monday and Tuesday, we actually crashed down to the last line of defense at 165. And what I said is that, you know, it doesn't matter what happens, we need to hold this level. And yesterday, I thought it was most likely that we would be able to hold that level unless we actually got a bearish opening of the markets. And unfortunately, look, Bitcoin is holding on fine. Bitcoin is definitely not the problem. But what we have seen is that the Bitcoin dominance is very strong, and there seems to be excessive selling and bearish pressure for Solana. Now, there's multiple things going on. First of all, what we've seen is that, this could be part of the deal. That Wintermute, which is one of the largest market makers in crypto, seems to be withdrawing a large amount of Solana from Binance. Now, that could be for multiple reasons. That could just be for market making purposes. Could also be that they're selling Solana and they're withdrawing quite a lot, millions and millions of dollars. And then outside of that, what we're seeing as well, and that's also something that I want to talk about a little bit later, is that we had a lot of shorts coming in for Solana. As you can see right here, this is the open interest, so this is the amount of positions being opened. And you can see that basically since yesterday afternoon, a very large amount of positions have been opened, and the CVD in that period of time has dropped down an immense amount. Which means, and you can especially see that also overnight in the Asian session, a lot of shorts were opened. That means that, that there's a lot of shorting pressure or a lot of selling pressure coming in from that as well. So those two things just mean that Solana so far has been very bearish. Now, those shorts being opened is the last chance of recovery we have, all right? Because if, and I've told you this before, but if we are unable to hold 165, 164, or if we are unable to reclaim above that, preferably even 170 to be completely transparent with you. But let's keep it at 164. If we're unable to reclaim above that today, I would say it's most likely that we're back into this range right here, which we have been in for the majority of this year. And that also means that, you know, if we're back into this range, that there's a realistic and there's a most likely scenario, I would even say, that will drop back down into 145, 130, 125. All right, and that would be bad news, of course, because even from the current price, that's a drop of about at least 10%, but potentially another 20% down to the bottom of the ranges. Outside of that is something I'll try to keep you updated on. But over the course of this week, we might have the Yeezy coin being launched from Kanye West. I'm not certain how that's going to affect the price of Solana. I think ultimately it's bearish, all right, and that's obviously also one of the key reasons why fundamentally Solana has been this weak. So I still think today we have a good chance, a realistic chance that we'll be able to reclaim the support level right here at 165, and that we'll be able to stabilize and maybe get some more bullish momentum. But as it stands right now, I have to tell you that I think it's more likely that we're going to be dropping down into 145. Just until we have seen that reclaim, I have to say this is most likely, because technically it is. So I'll definitely keep you updated on this, but for now that's it. So thank you for watching, take care, and bye.